Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and on this channel we talk about all things fandom and we talk about them in a positive way. If that's something that appeals to you, you've come to the right place. Normally this is Throwback Thursday, but today we're going to be doing a review of the film M3gan. So here's your non-spoiler review of M3gan, and let's jump right into it. Now, a lot of people are going to think that this movie is Child's Play 2.0 or Child's Play with a girl doll instead of a boy. And you wouldn't be necessarily wrong in thinking that, although this movie has a lot more to do with the Child's Play reboot than it does with the original franchise. In terms of this movie does what it does very well. And it is its own story. This is everything that a lot of fans believe that the Child's Play reboot should have been. Its own movie with its own name and its own identity. And this movie takes that and runs with it. And they do it in a way that actually works. The AI they use in the movie is something that you could potentially see people doing in real life, and that makes it more appealing. Also, they don't shy away from saying in the movie that most people are not going to be able to afford this. In fact, the one executive says, "Is it cheaper than a Tesla?" Which, when you think about it, if they built something like this in real life, that's exactly what we would be looking at. It shows also the competitive side of creating cheap AI as well, as there is some talk about other AI toys in the movie that do kind of the same thing that M3gan does, except that M3gan takes us to a whole new level. With M3gan being a friend in every way, shape, and form, she does everything that you would expect a friend to do. Be a good listener, play games with you, in any game at all. She can dance with you, she can listen to music with you. She can actually even tell you a story in different voices. So reading a bedtime story to a child is no longer necessary. You just have M3gan do it. M3gan is that type of AI in the movie, and they treat it as such. They treat it in a way that asks the question, just because we can create it, should we? And what if we do create an AI that can actually learn from its mistakes, that can actually learn what it's doing? What then? How far do we go? Do we allow it access to the internet so it can constantly grow? And that is a lot of the problem with M3gan in the movie, is that they've allowed this toy to access the internet database in every single way, shape, and form. She can quote random facts. She can be a teacher for a kid who is homeschooled. She can literally do anything and everything that she probably shouldn't be able to do. And that includes taking what people say very literally, because computers are only as smart as the people who program them. And M3gan is no different. At the heart of it, she is still a computer. She is still an AI created by users, created by people. And that's where it starts to fall apart. They tell her that she is there to watch over this girl and be her friend. And she takes this quite literal, saying that she will never let anything hurt her friend, because that's not what friends will do. And the movie just spirals from that point forward. I actually didn't think I would enjoy this movie as much as I did. And I found myself legitimately enthralled by some of the things going on. Even some of the more lighthearted moments work, because you know that in the lightheartedness there is something eerie lurking in the background. And for me, this is a true win in this movie. It does everything it's supposed to do, and I feel it does it right. The movie is already done amazing at the box office, and it should be doing amazing at the box office. For it being something of a fluffy little nothing film, this movie showed that if you take care and you present something that's a little bit more intelligent, the fans will go with you. That's what they did. They don't shy away from the should we, could we and we did. They actually go through with a lot of things that normally you wouldn't see them address in these movies. How many movies have we seen with AI inspired dolls and stuff that the kids can magically afford? The parent magically can go out and get them for them when we know as a society that this isn't going to be the case. So that is one of my major likes about this movie, is that they make it a thing to say that this is going to be a really expensive toy. Even in a competitive toy business, the knockoffs for this would have to be competitive if there were knockoffs. And they don't want there to be any knockoffs of this project. So I really like this movie. I thought it was amazing, and I would truly recommend it for anyone who wanted something a little comical, because it does have light moments. You can't, of course, watch this as a family-oriented movie without there being some questions that you may not want to answer. But in terms of it being a horror movie that is a lot of fun and exciting and very suspenseful at times, I thoroughly found myself enjoying it in every way. I actually would give this movie 5 stars simply for the fact that you go in, you don't really expect it to be that much. It delivers on everything that it sets out to do. Even if sometimes you've seen this moment before or you've seen that moment before in a movie. And that is the case. There are a lot of scenes where you go, I've seen this before. But they bring it to you in a fresh way. And that's something to be proud of. And so proud, in fact, that this movie is getting a sequel. This movie has actually done so well at the box office, a sequel is already at hand. In just the opening weekend, it has been announced there will be a sequel. So, 5 stars, you should definitely check it out. Expect lighthearted humor, expect a little bit of suspense, and expect a little bit of horror, but not a lot of gore. And I'll leave it off to you guys. If you've seen this movie, I want to know what you think. So don't forget to leave us a comment. We want to hear from you. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. And then friends, hit that like button, because it helps the channel and we appreciate it. Also, Miko says we need more subscribers, and look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And then friends, yes, you know it, at the end of the day, fandom is family.